not enough.
You can do it.
Okay, it's about 185. So when we release this one, and then the pendulum, as you know, that it will fall and rotate to maybe
What you have to press to release?
here. This one.
Okay.
To press it,
Okay.
and then the clock will release and start falling. Okay, maybe to a certain degree over here. And this dial will be moved, pushed by this maybe to a certain angle. And then we record the angle. And then as I said, we have to make sure that, take the friction into consideration. So for the very first time, we didn't put any specimen over here. We just let the pendulum to fall down and rotate to the other side freely, and to record the angle. If there is no friction, supposedly it should be 135, exactly the same. But I don't think so, because there must have some kind, more or less, the friction. So the angle will be smaller. Says, for example, 130 degree. I don't think it will be that much, just for example. And later on you will see that. And this is for the friction. And you have to calculate that, and which means that you have to, after your calculation, you have to subtract the energy from we may call it a vacant test or empty test. Okay, so now let's later on I will let it fall down. Before falling down, make sure that to check again. First, the brake already being released, because sometimes if you do not notice that, it's this way, and then when you release, it will drop this belt, and then to make the angle to be incorrect. So first, to make sure that the brake has been released completely. And second, watch out. This is very, very important for your safety. And before you release that, please do not sit here, because generally the broken pieces, of course, for empty run test, there will be no broken specimen pulled out here. But for the real test, first the pendulum will swing to here, and maybe it will hit you, or the broken pieces will hit you. So do not sit here. I suggest you stand here and release it. And after releasing, remove your hand.
Run away.
You don't have to. That's not firework or firecracker. Okay, so you don't have to take care about this one, because it will swing to here and stop here itself. Okay, so let's see. Now I'm going to release it.
Your leg, bro. Don't snake your leg there.
You will see here that it will hit this one. So sometimes I suggest you, for the empty test, hold this for a moment, because the angle will be large, and it will finally tweezers, yes. using tweezers is better. But however, since we don't have, so we have to use our hand. But while doing so, do not put your head under this one. Always have some sense of safety. Okay, and please watch out to put your specimen. As I said, the nut is on the back side of this weight. So later on, we will put it like this, and you may please take a closer look here. There's a seat over here to put this one. Please come here, otherwise you won't see it.
Come closer to film.
Come closer. And to make a very close contact of this side. This one to push to the end. Okay, and then to have a look to make sure that the clearance on both sides is approximately the same. Which means that if you do not make it at the center, the result will be different. So make it approximately the same. You don't have to be very precise, but don't make it, I mean, to have difference too much. Yes, in fact, it's not good. So probably you can have a look over here and to check that it's almost
In the middle.
almost at the center, in the middle. Okay. And after making sure that it's being pushed to touch the surface of this end, and then at the center, don't to the side. And then when everything has been done, we are going to start the test. Okay, please return to your seat. Thank you. And then, as I said, don't either one student or two students or three students in your group, don't stand here. And you may stand here or stand here, whatever. And make sure that when you release this to push it, don't push it too hard. It's a little bit, you have to make a little bit more force, but don't, like, I don't know how to say that, because that will have another impact on this. You don't have to, just to rotate it, just to release it. And after you release that, don't take away your hand too quick. In fact, your hand over here is very safe, as long as you do not stand here, because the specimen, the broken pieces, will be pulled out from here. Okay, and maybe you have to make sure to monitor the trajectory of the specimen, because you have to get it back. Okay, so let's start. And for your video taking convenience, I will stand here and then start. And when you can be sure that it will not be in touch with this one, you may leave it. And you can see here, it's over there. And now you can use the brake. Before, oh. It's your head. I thought, why is moving? Vibrating. Before this come to a complete stop, do not try to pick the broken pieces. Okay. Otherwise, a little bit.